Welcome to the final segment of our three-part series on body image. If you're new here, hi. My name is Denise, and you're joining us in Color Me Well, a channel where mental health and diversity conversations collide. On our last two videos, Jaclyn and I took a step back and really got to the roots of our body image issues. And now, we'd love to wrap up this series by sharing with you our self-acceptance journeys. So sit back, relax, and we hope you enjoy our chat here on Color Me Well.
But yeah, going back to eating, there was a point when I was in university where I went on a really intense diet. And I remember I was speaking with you and another friend about it as well. And I remember we got together and you both were just really shocked at how much weight I had lost. And I think the scary part was that I made it sound like I wasn't finished, like I wasn't done my diet. I was still going to keep going. And I did not recognize it at the time. I think I was just very, very caught up in wanting to attain this unattainable. And it was really crazy, I guess, coming out of that, but coming out of it in a way where I finally started to feel comfortable eating again and trying to just do more for my body in terms of building strength and, rather than losing my muscle and actually just embracing what I do have. But I remember idolizing that image of myself for years. And it was really, really bizarre now that I think about it, but I just needed to be able to get out of that and to see where I am now. But segueing that, how do you feel like recently you've been able to, because you were saying that you feel much more comfortable these days, and how did you get to that point? Was there like a moment, were there moments that happened, or?
So I think for me, one of the kind of the good things that came about from, our family leaving the Philippines, despite the cultural shift that we went through, despite the struggle of resettling into a new country, and but because I left from one country to another and I had that cultural or exposure to like different cultures, I also had exposure to different beauty expectations. And the moment I got that that exposure, it really just opened my eyes and it really made me accept who I was. And when I came to Canada, I started to involve myself more in sports, which again changed my body quite a bit, because now certain things are getting wider or bigger. and I saw that, hey, you know what, her body type looks like a certain way, hers doesn't, mine doesn't, and it's okay, because we're all part of a team, we're all part of a goal. And that really helped me get over my insecurities. And now again my body changed, but I feel like I had reached that point where I had already accepted myself enough that even though my body might not be the best right now, I'm still okay with that, and I'm just focusing on my health at this point.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it just does have to do with acceptance. It's one of those things where there are a lot of factors that come into play and a lot of different things that I think have affected our own outlook on how we look and how we think others perceive we look. And I really now have just been trying to embrace certain things, like, for example, with my hair color, I've found this really amazing hairstylist who is very great at managing my expectations, and she tries to complement my features as opposed to drown them out. And it's also just being able to follow influencers that do resonate with a lot of the body issues that I've had, and that has been also very helpful in the sense that kind of seeing where they're able to make those differences has really helped and really opened my eyes to recognizing that my beauty is unique and it's not always the most favorited, but it's because the media depicted it that way. It's not me, it's not my fault. And kind of just accepting that, you know, my beauty is just, it's unique from everybody. It's not necessarily, you know, different from a certain type or anything, you know? So I've just been really trying to embrace that healthier lifestyle, but it's like healthy in the sense that I'm eating what I feel like eating. I'm not starving myself or subtracting. And I think also just not shaming myself if I'm eating something that's not on my usual, you know, list of foods that I eat, or not shaming myself for not getting out and doing things to keep my body active. I think sometimes it's just easier to just shame and really not see that, you know, there's so many things happening in your life that are affecting your choices. So if you need to do something that, you know, pushes you to order McDonald's, I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that sometimes you just need comfort. Yeah. I love good comfort food. I love to be able to enjoy my food. So leave me alone.
Our bodies are always changing, and therefore the process of loving them is changing too. We hope that you got a lot out of our conversation today, and we hope that it doesn't stop there. Please comment below and let us know if you felt similarly to the way that Denise and I have struggled over the years, and how you've overcome your own issues with body shame and body imaging. Like and subscribe, and please share this video with anybody that you think would relate. Thank you so much, and tune in again next week.